Hello everyone, welcome back to the Addictive Book Burn, where my addiction is all over the internet. On this channel, I do library book hauls, book reviews, both physical and digital, audiobooks, and so much more. So I'm done with section 5, part 5 of this book. I got this much read and this much to go. And I am going to say that even after I had uploaded the last video for the day, I continued to read this book because I was very transfixed by the world building and the fact that this just feels like a Sherlock Holmes mystery. So, in this one, I believe it's 1902, we encounter a character who's named Billy. And he's a small type of person. And he's not tall, he's not masculine like you would see with, young men. He's kind of small. And so what happens basically is that that this gentleman comes to visit Holmes and Watson about his daughter. And he has a fear that this gentleman is taking advantage of her, because she happens to be wealthy. Only wealthy because he's wealthy. And so Holmes and Watson decide to take the case on, and as the course of it, we find out a little bit more about Billy than we did. And before I continue on, I really thought the housekeeper was gone. Either moved away or dead, but she actually does appear in this particular story. Finds out Billy was actually born a girl, so he's transgender. So for people that are against that, just a warning, Billy's transgender. But what ends up happening is Holmes decides that Billy would be a great person to flush out the person doing this. And I feel bad for poor Billy because he greatly respects Holmes. He greatly respects him. And he agrees to go back temporarily to being a girl. And sure enough, this asshole decides to drug Billy. Poor Billy. He got drugged. He was unconscious. He was going to do something to poor Billy. And I'm like, Holmes, if Billy dies, I'm not forgiving you for this. Because he's a young person and everything. And sure enough, it works, almost to the death of poor Billy. So at the end of it, he moves away. Do not blame him at all. But Watson is confused about this thing that Billy is. And overall, it was a great section. I enjoyed it a lot. Alright, so that's it. So I'm starting on spring of 1903 or is it 1906? I don't know. I gotta look. But apparently this is this mystery that causes Holmes to pack up his bags and move away. I kind of got a glimpse of the second one. It's like, okay, he moved away. How's he still on Baker Street? I don't get it. Anyways, I'm going to continue with this book, and I most likely will have it done today. It is still raining, if anybody cares to know. So I'll see you guys around.